Hey guys, what's up? Scottish Duck here, once again. Okay, yeah, I have something that I actually quite want to talk about today. Something that seems a bit random, but not so random at the same time. So, yeah, you've probably already read the title. Yeah. For those of you that keep up with Death Battle over on Screw Attack, you know, I don't keep up with Screw Attack that much anymore these days, you know. But to be fair, I went on there first time 10 years ago, so they've been around for a while. But definitely one of my favourite shows on there has always been Death Battle, you know. Like, I just love the idea of, you know, some people call it stupid, but I just love the idea of they take two characters from different universes, put them in a fight, and it's not necessarily like the fight itself, more about analysing who would win. You know, I love that shit, I really do. And they recently had Bowser versus Ganondorf. I thought Bowser was going to win. Bowser didn't win. But afterwards, you know, like they always do, they do that next time on Death Battle, and they start showing the trailer for the new Ratchet and Clank. And I'm like, oh shit, Ratchet and Clank are going to be competing in the next Death Battle. Okay, I got to talk about this, because this is something that I've definitely, like, thought about a lot since I was, like, in high school. You know, I used to always think who would win in a fight between Ratchet and Clank, and wait a minute, we don't actually know who they're fighting yet, do we? They haven't said it yet, but I'm pretty sure by the time this video comes out, it probably already has been said. I haven't really checked, but I think we can all, in fact, yeah, I think we can all make an educated guess that they're going to be fighting, yeah, Jak and Daxter. I love that poster. Cheers, Ian, for getting it for me for my birthday. Right. Come on. Back in you go. This stand's fucked. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So, Ratchet and Clank are most likely, still not confirmed to be fair, but I think we can all make an educated guess that they're going to be fighting Jak and Daxter. So, who would win? Who do I think at least would win? Well, I've kept up with Death Battle a lot, and I kind of I'm sort of familiar with how they go about analysing things and stuff. So I have a few theories about it, but really it could go either way, but I am going to put my personal bet on Jak and Daxter. I'm a bigger Ratchet fan than I am a Jak fan, you know, but I think that they will take this win over Ratchet. So why do I think that? Well, the more you look at these two characters, or the more I look at them at least, the more I see that they're both, like, pretty similar really. You know, there's not too much major difference between them in terms of what they can do. Both are platforming heroes, obviously, both are extremely agile, and both have a fairly similar arsenal of weapons. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, wait a minute, Duck, you played all the Ratchet games, you know how outlandish Ratchet's arsenal can get, and you're right, Ratchet's arsenal is fucking ridiculous, but if you consider the, this camera's bugging me, if you consider, like, you know, the morph gun, from Jak 3 specifically, the one that Jak is actually holding in that image right now, okay? In Jak 2 it only had 4 variants. In Jak 3 it has 12, okay? And really, you compare what that gun can do to Ratchet's, like, default arsenal, you know, like, he's mainly known for, like, having some sort of blaster, rocket launcher, shotgun, and a few quirky weapons like the Groovatron and shit, you know, but if you cut out the quirky weapons, Jak's weapon, his morph gun, can pretty much do exactly what Ratchet's, like, you know, base arsenal can do. Even, like, you know, the Peacemaker, which he acquires in Jak 2, even gets upgraded for Jak 3, you know, even that's, like, that basically just seems as powerful as, like, any variation of the Rhino, you know? So, in terms of firepower, I'd say that it's fairly even. In terms of mobility, I guess it's fair to say that Ratchet has a slight advantage because he has Clank on his back, who can of course turn into a helicopter, a hydro pack, and a thruster pack. But they can both, like, get around on the ground alright, because Ratchet has his hover boots and Jak has his hoverboard, you know? So yeah, there's, like, all these little, like, fairly even things. So what do I think is gonna, like, why do I pick Jak over Ratchet? Well, simply put, it's Jack's dark eco powers, okay? I'm getting really specific here, but I'm pretty sure most of my viewer base has already thought about this way more than I have. But yeah, Jack, for those of you that don't know, has dark eco powers. He collects enough dark eco, he becomes Dark Jack, or Edgy Jack, you know? And he becomes invincible, can do a lot of like crazy energy-based attacks and stuff. And yeah, he basically would become something powerful enough to sort of take out Jack, really. And on top of... take out Ratchet, sorry. And on top of that, in Jak 3, the more I think about it, Jack really got pretty OP in Jak 3, really, because he also got light eco powers, which allowed him to heal himself, which allowed him to fly, put a shield around him, you know? And even his dark eco powers got upgraded as well in that game. He can turn himself invisible now. Granted, some of these are like context-sensitive things, but he can still do them, and they probably will bring them up in the death battle itself. So, yeah, his eco powers are the thing that I think will give Jack the edge, especially healing himself. You know, I think that will cater into it, you know. So, with that said, there is one aspect to this that I think they're going to explore as well, and if I look at it from that particular perspective, I actually think Ratchet could, like, come out on top in that case. And that is, of course, their sidekicks, Clank and Daxter, okay? It's going to be Ratchet and Clank versus Jack and Daxter, you know? And, quite frankly, Clank shits all over Daxter, you know? He is the superior sidekick easily, at least I think so, okay? He's obviously a lot smarter, he can do a lot more reliable, he can do a lot more, like I said, turn into a vehicle and stuff. And also, you know, Daxter's just really there for comedic relief, you know? What's he actually done for Jack in the games that he's been in? I know in like Jak 3 you got to play as him a little bit, and obviously he had his own game as well where he became a Ghostbuster or something, but you know, in terms of his like overall capabilities, he's definitely nowhere near as like reliable as Clank is. Not to mention, I actually think that Ratchet and Clank, they come off as like the better friends to me, you know? Like, a lot of the games have explored Ratchet and Clank's, you know, sort of relationship, like Size Matters and the Future series, so I feel like those two put together would come out on top a bit better than Jack and Daxter put together, because again, Daxter's mainly just there for comedic relief. There isn't really even though they are best friends for sure, I feel like Ratchet and Clank just work together better, you know? And I'm sure a lot of you are probably going to say, what about Dark Daxter, you know, which was in like The Lost Frontier, that fucking game I never played, you know? Giant Clank, you know, Giant Clank, that could be a thing, you never know. Giant Clank's pretty fucking big. But yeah, either way, you know, again, I still don't even know 100% for sure that he's going to be fighting Jack and Daxter, okay? You never know, they might throw a curveball and have him fight like Sly Cooper or Banjo and Kazooie, but it's got to be Jack and Daxter. If it's not Jack and Daxter, I think a lot of us are going to be upset for sure. And I'm surprised they did this death battle before like Crash and Spyro. You know, I thought that would have been one that they would have like would have tackled before this. You know, the sort of Naughty Dog versus Insomniac stuff. But I'm not complaining. It's just getting me more hyped for this game that's coming out, which some of you guys in America are already playing. We don't have it over here yet. I want to play it. It's getting good reviews, and we don't get it until the 22nd. I'll be patient though, I'll be patient. So, that's that guys. Let me know what you think. I can't wait for this death battle. I'll probably do a reaction video to it. I know that death battle reaction videos are like, they plague YouTube, but I'll make an exception for this one. I'm interested in it. So, yeah. That's that guys. See you after. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.